issues, or I am having. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
I'm fine. Okay. Are you good now, Heather? No? Maybe try logging out and then logging back in. Okay. I'm gonna spotlight myself. And then something. I don't know how these things. I still don't understand. Okay, and then mute you guys. Sorry, I forgot how to do it, you guys. It's hard. Technology is so hard. Okay. Just like on mine, I see. Okay. Let's do this thing. Go ahead and lay down. Find a comfortable, just laying down position, a supine position. And make sure you've got your block or whatever prop you've got, whatever prop you're using. Make sure you've got it somewhere you'll be able to grab it. Once you lay down, it might feel good to just kind of stretch your body. So maybe you want to reach your arms long, legs long. Oh, maybe you want to hug your knees in, gently rock. Maybe you just want to give yourself a little neck massage or a shoulder massage, forehead massage. And then eventually just come to rest in any position that feels good, laying down on your back. So I'm going to go with what's called constructive rest pose. My feet are on the ground with my knees bent. My feet are a little bit wider than my hips. And I'm just letting my knees kind of fall in slightly. And then with your arms, also be intentional. So I'm going to bring one hand to my heart, one hand to my belly. You can do whatever feels right for you today. And then close your eyes and let's just start with 3 great big deep breaths together. So next time you inhale, fill up as big as you can. Take a moment, pause, see if there's a little extra sip you can find. And then big sigh, let it go. Ah. Good. 2 more like that. Inhale, fill up. Hold at the top, extra little sip if it's there. And then open your mouth and sigh it out. Let it go. Ah. Last one. So great big huge in breath, fill up. Pause. Extra sip. And then when you're ready, sigh it out, release. Ah. All right, seal your lips now and start to drop into your Ujjayi breath. So in and out through your nose by way of the back of your throat. So see if you can start to feel and hear your breath as it flows through. And our Ujjayi breath, so we're doing core today. I can't remember if we said that already, but our Ujjayi breath, we're using our core, we're using the muscles in our belly, we're using our diaphragm muscles, we're using the muscles in between our ribs, those intercostal muscles. So start to feel all the muscles down in your belly, in between your ribs, expanding and contracting as you breathe. So make your breath active. It's not forceful, it's not too strained, but there is a gentle effort behind it. And then keep this breath going, keep it flowing just like this. Grab hold of your block, and let's bring our block in between our inner thighs at the smallest setting. Bring your knees to stack over your hips and bring your shins parallel to the ground. From here, tee out your arms, and you can either press your palms down or let them face up. It's up to you. All we're going to do, we're going to squeeze our block, and all that we're moving is our hips. So from your hip joint, slowly lower your heels to either tap the ground or hover above the ground. Don't let the position of your spine change. Exhale here, hold, inhale, and then as you exhale, slowly bring your legs back up. It's only coming from your hip hinge. Pause in center, neutral, breathe in, squeeze your block. If you want to adjust anything, take a moment to adjust, active feet, and then exhale, lower your heels like you're moving in slow motion. As close as you can get without letting your spine arch. Hold, breathe in, squeeze your block. Maybe your heels are tapping the ground so gently, and then as you exhale, smooth movement, bring them back up. Don't bring your knees past your hips. Inhale, neutral, adjust anything that you need to, so adjust your block if needed. Activate your feet one more time, exhale, slowly lower. Your knees don't move, it's just your hips. Press your low back towards the ground, draw your belly button towards the ground, inhale. And then exhale, slow motion, bring it back up. All right, keep everything the same. Now we're going for a twist. Breathe in, you're in neutral, and as you exhale, legs to the right, hover them above the ground. Don't let them touch. Inhale, squeeze your block, hold, back of your left shoulder stays grounded. Exhale, slowly bring your legs back to center, neutral, inhale, neutral. Adjust anything you need to, active feet, squeeze your block. Exhale, legs to the left. As far as you can go without letting them touch, without letting your right shoulder lift. Breathe in, hold, hover, squeeze. Exhale, slow motion, back to center. One more time each way. Option to extend your legs, maybe a little, maybe all the way. Exhale over to the right. Hold, hover, squeeze. Make sure you're not pulling on your low back. If you are, then bend your knees more. Exhale back to center. Neutral spine, adjust anything you need to. Activate your feet, adjust your block. And then exhale over to the other side. Hover and hold. Inhale, squeeze. Don't let your right shoulder lift. Exhale, slow motion, smooth movement back to center. And then just set your feet on the ground with your knees bent. Set it for a bridge pose. Bring your block as close to your pelvis as you can, smallest setting. So just adjust. Heels are right underneath your knees. All 10 toes face forward, arms down by your sides. Exhale, pull your belly button down, scoop your tailbone up, and inhale to peel your spine one vertebra at a time off of your yoga mat. All right, once you are at the top of your bridge, we're gonna be here for about 5 breaths. So anywhere you wanna go, maybe you work your shoulders underneath a little more, interlace your fingers. Maybe you take robot arms. If it's in your practice and you're feeling it, you're welcome to go for a full back bend, upward facing bow. Just don't force anything. You're not super, super warm yet. Our goal or our intention, I should say, is just to stretch through our front body. So front of your abdominal muscles, front of your hips. Press down through the back of your head. Keep your chin lifted. Hug your block with your inner thighs. Press through heels and inner edges of feet. Last couple rounds here. And then from wherever you're at, you guys, stay in your bridge, but just work your shoulders out from under you. Reach your arms straight up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Take one more inhale. As slow as you can go, lower your spine down one vertebra at a time. So you're really tucking your tailbone, lengthening through your low back until you get to the very, very bottom. And then you get that little lift in your low back, the natural curve of your spine. That's neutral. Once you're there, take your block out from your inner thighs, set it to the side, get it out of the way. Bring your feet mat width distance apart, so feet are now wider than your hips. Tee out your arms or cactus your arms and windshield wiper your knees side to side. You can go at your own pace. Usually the slower we go, the more we notice, so take your time. Slow, intentional breaths. And visualize your breath moving down into your low back, moving down into your hips and your pelvic bowl. Couple more, side to side. And then eventually bring your knees back to center. Hug your knees towards your belly gently. Rock gently side to side. And then give your knees a big squeeze. So I have to even lift. Here's Ruby. Hi, Ruby. I have to even lift my head up to wrap my arms around my shins. So however you need to get there is a great big squeeze with your arms around your shins. Get as compact as you can. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. One more breath. Let it go. Great big full body stretch. Get super long. Maybe even like a star pose. Take your legs out and your arms out a little bit wider. So take up tons of space, tons of length. Breathe into it. One more inhale. And then exhale, draw your knees in, rock forward and back. So rock and roll a few rounds, engage your core, feel the connection to center as you rock. So you're staying in control. You're not building up so much momentum that you feel out of control. Eventually, you're gonna rock up, cross your ankles, and bring your hands to the ground in front of you. So you're just gonna roll over your feet. I'm gonna face this other direction. I like looking outside. So adjust my screen just a tidbit so you can see. All right, so hands and knees, tabletop position. And then you guys know the drill. Anything goes. So cat cows, hip circles. Maybe you want to come all the way forward towards a heart opener, cobra, up dog. Maybe you want to sit back into child's pose. Rest there for a few rounds. So anything that feels good or anything that feels just kind of curious. Anything you're wanting to get curious about or just notice more, pay more attention to. I think what's going on in my left shoulder today? What's going on in my right quad today? There's so many things that you can notice, and our bodies are different every single day based on so many different variables. So give yourself about 3 or 4 more breaths just exploring. And then eventually we'll take it back to our first downward facing dog. And then once you're back in your down dog, a few rounds of breath here. So if you want to explore with movement, you're more than welcome to. Sometimes I like to hold, find stillness in my body and just focus on the movement of my breath, focus on those little tiny micro movements that come from the inside. So there's so many things that we can notice, especially in these poses that we do all the time. That's why we do them all the time. So you have something to feel, to compare it to in a way. Every single time you're on your mat, you're not just plopping into it and tuning out. You're slowly moving into it and then noticing what's going on today. What do I want to find space in today? What do I want to be soft with today? So just feeling into the here and now of your present moment experience. Take one more big inhale. Use your felt senses. Exhale, look to the top of your mat, and however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, find your halfway lift position and lengthen. Stick your butt out, reach the top of your head forward. Exhale, let it go, fold in. Let's do that once more. Halfway lift position, spine long, sides of your neck long. And exhale, fold. This time we'll take it all the way to stand. So come through your halfway lift and keep rising. Arms reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. All right, flow with breath. Inhale, reach. Exhale, slow dive. With your inhalation, lift halfway, lengthen out. With your exhalation, bow and fold. All the way to emptiness, connect to center, navel to spine, from that place, rise, arms reach. Hands to heart, exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, reach, high mountain. Exhale, takes you down, no hurry. So feel your body moving through space. Relax your neck at the bottom. Halfway lift position. Press back through the very tops of your thighs, broaden through your sit bones. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet all the way up. Stand up, reach up, maybe gaze up. Hands to heart, exhale. Okie dokie, friends. Inhale, reach up. Pause. Root down into your right foot. Float your left knee up. So find your balance here, standing staff. Flex your left toes back, hugging with your inner thighs. We're going to move into a twist. Twist to your left, right hand to the outside of left thigh. Left arm reaches back behind you, or you can press your left hand into your low back. Maybe you even gaze back over your left shoulder. Breathe. If you fall out, no big deal. Come back in whenever you're ready. Be playful with your balance. Take one more round. Slowly unwind. See if you can stay balanced on your right foot. Maybe even extend your left leg forward. One more in-breath. Exhale, slow motion, low lunge. See if you can touch fingertips and toes down at the exact same time. Once you are in your low lunge, take a moment to adjust if needed, and then add a twist. Left hand stays down, right arm reaches up. Legs stay strong, especially your back leg. Hug in with your inner thighs, and then breathe down into your low belly, your low back. Use your exhale to twist from your center. Last couple rounds. Good job, you guys. Very end of your next exhalation. Take it all the way to empty. And then slowly unwind. Walk your hands to the left long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Straighten out your legs. Inhale to a halfway lift. So fingertips on the ground, or you might even use a block under your hands. You're going to walk your hands towards the back edge of your mat. Keep your right hand or your right fingertips down. Bend your left knee as you reach your left arm to the sky. So left knee is bent. Left arm is reaching up. Left side of your heart is opening up. Stay rooted through your right foot, even the outer edge of your right foot. Take one more round of breath. And let it go. Unwind, wide-legged straddle. You can go anywhere you want to. So you can fold, you can play with headstand, you can play with Skandasana. Few deep breaths, about 5, 6. All right, my friends, last couple of rounds. This is when I'm down in my forward fold, looking at the carpet. I'm like, oh, I need a vacuum. Do you guys ever have that experience? All right. Next time you inhale, halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground. So bend your knees if you need to. And then walk your hands to the top of your space, rotate your toes forward again. So you're in a low lunge. This time we're going to rise up to a crescent lunge. So strong legs, rise up, crescent lunge. Arms to the sky, little engagement through your core. So your belly button pulls in and up as your heart lifts. Maybe you even gaze up. Strong legs, slow, steady breath. Soft through your face, soft through the inside of your mouth even. Take one more inhale here. As you exhale, turbo twist, bend your back knee to a hover, left arm forward, right arm back. Keep your weight nice and centered. Reach with both arms like you have great big wings. Maybe gaze back over your right hand, breathe down into your belly, and see if you can twist a little bit further. One more breath. Unwind back to crescent lunge, reach up, breathe in. Exhale, open up warrior 2. So back heel pivots down, your hips open up. Your back foot is now parallel to the back edge of your mat. Front knee tracks open toward your pinky toe. Next inhale, front palm rotates up, reach back, reverse warrior. Any variation you want to take, so please feel free to make it your own if there's a variation you want to play with or explore. Make sure your breath is right there with you. Your front knee is still bending deeply, tracking towards your pinky toe. Back foot is rooted firmly. One more round. Back through your warrior two, reach it forward, forward, reach, reach, reach. Only thing that has to change is your arms. Right arm towards the ground or right elbow to your thigh, left arm towards the sky, or maybe you reach your left arm forward. Remember, your heart wants to look up. So rather than closing off and looking down with your heart, imagine you're trying to let it look straight up towards the sky. Keep wrapping your right butt cheek, tracking your front knee towards your pinky toe. Root into your back foot firmly. One last huge breath. Press into your feet, rise up, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down, low lunge, step back, plank, inhale at the top of your push-up, exhale, lower down. Inhale, back bend of your choice, take your time, let it feel good. And then for a moment, just sit back into a child's pose and rest. Hips to heels, forehead to your mat. Job. Last couple grounding breaths here. And then rise up just to hands and knees, so tabletop position. So spread your fingers and actively push into the ground. Feel the strength in your shoulders and even your pectorals, your chest muscles. Navel towards your spine so you feel connected to your center. Your knees are about hips width distance. And then we're going to take our right arm forward and our left leg back for a spinal balance. So strong, straight, powerful line of energy. Take one more big inhale here. As you exhale, elbow to knee like you're moving in slow motion. Curl in, hollow out. Inhale, re-extend. Get long. Exhale, elbow to knee. All the way to emptiness. Inhale, reach, lengthen. Exhale, last one, elbow to knee. Navel to spine as you empty out. Inhale, extend as long as you can. Exhale, just right hand down. Pivot on your right knee so your right foot comes to the outside of your mat and you're opening up to a modified side plank. Left arm to the sky. If you want to set your left foot down, totally fine with me. Otherwise, left leg is lifted, left leg is strong, left foot active. Option to take your left arm forward, bicep next to your ear. Maybe even bend your left knee and reach back, grab hold of your foot. Once you've got it, kick and pull. So kick foot in the hand, pull hand back in the foot, see if you can let your heart look up a little bit more. Make sure you're not kicking your foot up, but you're kicking your foot back, letting your heart look up. Take one more round of breath, soften your face. End of your exhalation, slowly release. Back to hands and knees. So from hands and knees, right leg extends straight out to the right. It's called gating your right leg. So your heel comes straight out from your hip, toes face forward. Left arm out to the left, all the way up to the sky. Inhale here. Exhale, thread your left arm through. So reach, reach, reach. Then rest gently on the outside of your shoulder, outside of your head. Focus on your deep breathing. Breathe into your back body especially. Good job. Take your last couple of rounds here. If you do have your right hand lifted, bring it back to the earth. And then on an inhalation, unthread your left arm, reach it out and up, open up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Pick up your right foot and swing your leg off the left side of your mat. So tuck your toes under and push them into the ground. Pull your hips to the right a little bit. Gaze back over your left shoulder. So your right side is lengthening. You're using your entire right side to look back at your tiptoes. Breathe. One more round. And then back to center, back to tabletop. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Ujjayi breath. One more inhale. Exhale, gaze forward, step to toe or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift position, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Root through your feet all the way to stand. Arms reach up, big full body stretch. Exhale, hands to your heart. All right, friends, we got one more side. Inhale, reach up. Left foot is your foundation. Lift your right knee up, standing staff. Active through your right foot, hug in with your inner thighs. And then when you feel pretty balanced, you're ready for your twist. Twist to your right. Your left hand can grab the outside of your right leg, or whatever you like, you can reach your left arm forward. Squeeze with your inner thighs. And twist from your belly. Use your breath. Focus your gaze. Last couple of rounds. You might even gaze back over your right hand. See if you can stay balanced on your left foot as you slowly unwind. Back to standing staff. Reach your arms up. Option to extend right leg. One more in-breath. Exhale slowly to your low lunge. Fingertips and toes touch at the same time if at all possible. Once you've arrived, take a moment to adjust if needed, and then move into your revolve lunge. So right hand down, left arm up, strong legs. Breathe down to low belly, low back. Work your twist as you exhale. Keep squeezing towards midline. So it's like you're trying to pull your left hip back, but at the same time, your left knee is magnetized to your right armpit. Back leg strong. One last round. You've got this. End of your exhalation, let it go. Unwind, hands over to your right, the right long edge of your mat. Parallel your feet. Halfway lift position, fingertips on the ground, or use your block. Keep curling your hands towards the back of your mat. Bend your right knee. Left hand down, right arm up, twist. Left foot is rooted. Your left leg is long, it's stretching. Your right knee is bent, your butt's reaching back, crown reaching forward. So spine is really lengthening. Breathe down into your belly. One more deep breath. Use your exhale to twist. End of your exhale, let it go. Wide-legged straddle, anywhere you want to take it. So feel free to move or just be still and breathe. Open mouth exhalations, always welcome. A couple more. Good job, you guys. With your next inhale, come to a halfway lift, fingertips on the ground. Walk your hands forward, rotate your toes forward. Back to low lunge, and this time we'll rise up to crescent. So strong legs, rise up, settle in, find the strength, the activation in your inner thighs, in your low belly. Heart is lifted, maybe your gaze is lifted. Your hands are intentional, so you're spreading your fingers, or maybe you're softening your fingers, whatever you're doing, it's intentional. Soften your face, take one more in-breath. Exhale, we'll take our turbo twist, right arm forward, left arm back. Bend your back knee to a hover. Keep your waist center so you're not leaning forward. People do this a lot, I notice. Keep your weight nice and centered, your shoulders stacked over your hips. Imagine you're trying to pull your back thigh forward. Take one more breath. See if you can twist a little further, maybe lower your back knee a little bit closer to the ground. Unwrap, reach up, crescent lunge, inhale. And then as you exhale, let's open it up, warrior two. So left arm forward, right arm back. Adjust your back foot so now it's parallel to the back edge of your mat. Settle in, breathe. Soft through your face and your shoulders. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up, reach back, lengthen your left side. Keep the deep bend in your left knee. Drag it towards your pinky toe. Keep your back leg strong. Breathe big, deep, spacious breaths. Any variation you want to take, go ahead. It's welcome. Take one more inhale. Exhale. Come through your warrior two and reach forward, forward, forward. Tip it over. Side angle. So heart stays open, hips stay open, shoulders stay open. But you're welcome to move into your own variation or explore your own variation. Keep wrapping your left butt cheek underneath your body. Breathe. Couple more breaths. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill your arms down, low lunge. Step your front foot back, plank. Inhale at the top of your push-up. Exhale, chaturanga. Back bend of your choice. Lift your heart. Take your time here. And then for a moment, child's pose. Sit back, rest, breathe. Rise up, hands and knees, tabletop. Spread your fingers, push into the ground. Knees, hips width distance apart. Draw your belly button in and up. So it's almost like you're trying to puff up your low back a little bit. And then keep all of that work. Take your left arm forward, right leg back, spinal balance. So you're not in a smiley face shape. You're in a strong, straight, powerful line of energy. Take one more big inhale. Lengthen, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee, slow motion. Inhale, get long, strong, and powerful again. Exhale, elbow to knee, slow motion movement like you're moving through honey. Inhale, reach. Last time, elbow to knee. All the way to emptying your breath. Inhale, re-extend. And then as you exhale, left hand to the ground. Pivot on your left knee. Left foot to the outside of your mat, right arm up. Modified side plank. Try not to stick your butt out, but press your hips gently forward. Right foot can come down at any time, or keep your right foot lifted, right leg strong. Reach your right arm forward. Right side elongates. Stay there, or bend your right knee, reach back, grab hold of your foot. Once you've got that, gentle leverage, not forceful leverage, gentle. Kick foot in the hand, pull hand back in the foot, make sure you can breathe. So if you can't breathe, big deep breaths, that is a good indicator you may have gone too far. So listen to that. Last couple rounds. And slowly let it go. Back to hands and knees. And then from tabletop, we'll take our left leg and extend it straight out to the left this time. Toes face forward, heel is straight out from your hip, so your foot's not out in front of your hip or back behind your hip, straight out from your hip. Right arm out and up, breathe in. And as you exhale, thread it through. Rest on your shoulder and your head gently. And if there's anywhere you want to take it, any way you want to explore it, please feel free. Breathe into your back body. Good job. Last couple of rounds. And if you do happen to have your left hand lifted, bring your left hand back to the ground. And then inhale, unthread your right arm, reach it out and up, open up. Exhale, right hand down. Pick up your left foot, swing your left leg off the right side of your mat, pull your hips over to the left just a bit. So you're kind of leaning to the left with your lower body, and then gaze back over your right shoulder, lengthen through your left side. Feel around, you might bend your elbows, you might even come down to your forearms or one forearm. One more deep breath. Back to tabletop, hands and knees. Back to downward facing dog. Ujjayi, feel whatever there is to feel. Notice whatever there is to notice. All right, my friends. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Open your right hip. And just take a moment to feel that stretch in the front of your hip. Some of us, it feels really good, really natural. Some people, it feels really awkward, really uncomfortable. No judgment, just information. You can stay here. It's a great stretch, or option to flip your dog if you would like. Right foot comes down behind you. Right arm reaches forward, heart reaches forward. Back muscles are strong. Take one more big, spacious breath. And then everybody, three-legged down dog, square up your hips. So see if you can start to really feel that big difference. One more inhale with square hips, long through your right leg, strong through your right leg. Pigeon pose, right? Shin to the top of your mat. Sit your body down gently. Oh, yay. Okay. Never been so happy about pigeon. Okay, take a moment. If you want to take this on your back or in a seat, please feel free. Otherwise, hug in. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. You're plugging the femur bones into the hip sockets. Start your bow whenever you want to. You don't have to go all the way 200% right at first. Maybe you go like 70%, and then breath by breath, let your body just relax into it. Take about 3 to 5 more. Sigh out your mouth at any time. Good job, friends. One last breath. Start to lift your upper body. And let's actually come into a seated position. So nice and easy, sit over onto your right butt cheek, let your hips open, swing your left leg around. Take both legs forward for just a second, shake them out. And then we'll twist Left leg stays extended, bend your right knee, and then step your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Hug your knee in, get really tall, flex your left toes back. Right arm reaches up, inhale, and then exhale, twist to your right. Your right hand can come down behind you, but try not to put too much weight on it. Just use it as gentle leverage to work your twist and to keep your spine nice and long. Your left hand can stay where it's at. You can also use that as gentle leverage against your right knee, outside of your right knee. Or if there's any other variation that you want to take, please feel free. About 3 more breaths in your twist. Good job, you guys. Soft face. Try to stay broad through your shoulders, through the fronts of your shoulders. One last round. And then unwind your upper body only. Hands off the left side of your mat. And you can either, I saw some people in my class the other day, stay up really straight and kind of twist just like opposite. Or I like to bow. I like to let my back round. So this is more passive. That first way would be more active, but they're both just kind of counter twists. Breathe down into your low back. And then lift back up, uncross your legs. Take both legs out in front of you, give them a little shake out. And then we're gonna switch it up. So sole of your left foot to your right inner thigh. Square your hips towards your right leg, towards your extended leg. So not open, but square hips. Pull your right toes back towards your shin, flex them back. Press your foot into your leg. If it's helpful, you can take your right inner thigh and spiral it down, kind of get your butt out from under you so your sit bone is on the ground. Inhale, reach up, or just your left arm up and right hand behind you. So it's a little bit of a kind of second spine to help you lengthen. One more big inhale. Exhale, reach your heart forward, pull your right butt cheek back, work into your full. Grab wherever you can with your left hand and work your pose breath by breath. Breathe all the way down to your belly. About 3 more breaths. Keep pressing foot into leg, leg into foot. Try to engage, activate through your right quad, your thigh, front of your thigh. Good job, you guys. Let's ever so slowly, bottom of your next exhale, roll up. Head comes up very last. And then we're gonna twist over our left shoulder now, left hand behind. Press into your hand, lift your hips, reach your right arm back, lengthen your right side. It can be either kind of a modified side plank or modified wild thing, up to you. So you can let your heart open more if you want to. One more big deep breath. And then sit bones come down. However you want to get back to down dog, get back to down dog. So you want boat pose and then cross your ankles, rock forward. If you want to just be, I'm not gonna say lazy, but I'm feeling like, not lazy, but just like I want to be easy and soft on myself. So I'm just gonna find my way back to down dog, nothing special at all. I'm not even gonna take a vinyasa. You are more than welcome to take one if you want to. See you back in down dog and then reconnect to your Ujjayi breath. I feel like we have this really kind of guilty part of ourselves, and that's exactly what you just witnessed, is to do something not the hard way, not the most challenging way. We think that we're lazy all the time, and it's not necessarily laziness. Sometimes it's just what our body needs. It doesn't need a boat pose. It doesn't need more hip flexor engagement or over engagement, you know? So sometimes listening means being compassionate and soft with ourselves and not judging ourselves for that, not guilting ourselves for that. And that's the yoga. All right, from your down dog, inhale your left leg up and back. Open up your left hip, bend your left knee. So feel into this stretch for a moment. Feel that opening in the front of your left hip. It might feel really nice, and this might be where you want to stay. Or option to flip your dog. Left foot comes down, left arm reaches forward. Open through the front of your heart. Feel your back strength. Breathe, soft base. One more round. Come back. Everybody three-legged down dog. Feel into square hips for just a moment. Left leg long, strong, and powerful. Hips square. Inhale. And then pigeon pose. Exhale. Left shin forward. Gently come down once again. Take your time to settle, to stabilize, find structure, integrity first. And then slowly start your bow. Even as you're bowing, your front hip is pulling back and up. Focus on your deep breathing now. Take about 5 more breaths. All right, you guys, take one last huge inhale and option to sigh it out your mouth. Lift back up. And we'll come to a seat once again. So ease your way onto your left butt cheek, swing your right leg around. Both legs forward for a moment. Give them that nice little shake out. And then bend your left knee, left foot on the ground. Step it to the outside of your right thigh. Flex your right toes back. Hug your knee in. Get tall. Reach your left arm up. Breathe in. And as you exhale, twist to your left. Left hand comes down behind you. You can keep your right hand where it's at, or you can use your right arm in a different way. I like to keep mine right where it's at. There's a half or a full bind if you want it, if it's in your practice. No need to force it. Keep your spine long, keep your shoulders broad, and keep your breath moving all the way down. One, or let's say 2 more breaths. And then end of your second exhale, take it all the way to empty, twist, 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 slowly unwind, take your counter twist. So either that little bow with your hands off the right side of your mat, or that more active twisting over your right shoulder. Breathe down into your low back. And then unwind, uncross your legs again, shake them out. Maybe a little gentle love pounding. Okay, left leg will stay extended now. Sole of your right foot to your left inner thigh, and then square off your hips. So kind of pull your left butt cheek back, maybe roll your left inner thigh down and out. Spread your left, or flex your left toes back towards your shin. Press your foot into leg, leg into foot, sit up really tall, inhale. Maybe left hand behind you as a little bit of leverage. Inhale, reach up, just on your own exhale. Take your dive forward and down. And then big deep breaths here. Keep pressing your foot into your leg into your foot. Keep pulling your left butt cheek back, reaching your heart forward. It's like you wanted to take your heart past your left knee. Flex your left toes and try to press down. Have the intention of pressing down through the back of your left thigh. Good work, you guys. Last couple of rounds. Use your breath. Hold a little bit further. Find a little more space. And then let's ease our way up one vertebra at a time. So nice and easy. Your head comes up very last. Once your head stacks, turn to your right. Bring your right hand down behind you. Spread your fingers, push into the ground. Lift your hips, reach your left arm back, lengthen your left side. Modified side plank or modified wild thing. Just go for length and space. One last big deep breath. And then come on back down. Take it all the way down onto your back, however you want to get there, whatever you want to do once you are there. So maybe just hugging your knees in, rocking gently, maybe a full body stretch. And then happy baby pose. Take a moment in your happy baby. Maybe you want to extend one or both legs. And then after a few breaths in your happy baby, find any inversion of your choice for about 7 to 10 breaths. So anything that will put your hips or your legs higher than your heart. Since you're at home, it could be really nice to use a wall to extend your legs up the wall, or even to use your couch or a chair and just put your legs on top of your couch or your chair. This is a little more of a restorative version of that. It could be a supported bridge with your block under your sacrum. So any inversion that would feel good to you. And if an inversion is not what would feel good to you, then do something else. Do whatever your body is calling for. So take your time. I would love for this time to feel like kind of like a gift to you rather than feel like, oh no, I have to do something by myself. I have to think of something to do by myself. I would love for it to feel like, oh yes, I get to do what I've wanted to do this entire time. I get to do what would feel good to me. If you start to kind of create a relationship with your body, it's really nice when you get to have time to feel around. You're scared of your body, when you have time to feel around, you're like, oh no, what do I do with that? What does that mean? And that's okay, but it comes with practice. That's why we show up over and over again. When you are ready, friends, just ease your way out of your inversion and finish off your practice however you want to. So maybe you want to go straight into your Shavasana. You already feel satisfied. Maybe there's one last little squeeze of your knees you'd like to take, or one last full body stretch. Maybe you even want to roll over on your belly. Do one last belly back bend or something. So anything goes, and then just start your transition into your own final relaxation. And this is a reading by Jeff Foster. It's called Sacred Work. Cherish your doubts. They are the seeds of mystery. Embrace your sadness. Great joy lies within. Turn to face your fears. At their core lies peace beyond words. Celebrate your boredom. It is radically alive. Hold your grief. Let it break your heart wide open. Befriend your anger. Know it intimately as the life power that burns suns. Acknowledge your pain. It is the body's plea for kind attention. All feelings are deeply intelligent. Get out of their way and let them do their sacred universal work. So let your breath be effortless. Get out of your body's way and let it do its thing. Let everything just flow through. These last couple moments. Shavasana. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to let it go. Just gently start to move your fingers, toes. You want to give yourself a little forehead massage, temple massage. And then as you are ready, roll to either side, fetal position. Take a moment, just resting on your side. Breathe into your back body and really just let your body soak in your practice. Let all your efforts, all the energy, anything that came through for you, just soak in and absorb in. Visualize that in some way. And then using the strength in your arms, guide yourself up. Seated meditation. Just close your eyes. Gather your hands to your own heart. Bow your head to your own heart and acknowledge yourself for taking the time out of your day to do your practice. Thank you so much for letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, my friends. Thank you, thank you. Kelly, did you think, are you on like daylight savings or not on daylight savings, whatever? I hope you didn't think it started now. I don't know.
Sorry, trying to unmute myself.
You're all good.
No, I just realized I am in Seattle. And so I'm an hour off.
Okay, that's what I was thinking, because I saw your email and then I was like, oh, cool. But then I didn't see him on here until like 5 minutes before, and I'm like, I bet she's on daylight savings or whatever.
I live in Seattle, so I will
So now you got it. You know now.
Yeah, I mean, I just forgot, I
Yeah,
know this.
And this one will be recorded. Well, they're all recorded. So if you want to do this one later, then I'll be sending you the link and you can do it whenever you
Yeah, I'll just do that. Thanks. Sorry about that.
Awesome. Thanks, Liz. Thanks, Barb.
Thanks.
Love you guys. Have a wonderful Thursday or Tuesday, whatever day. Okay, bye.